Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF Facts Game Show. I'm MikeC.
And I'm Fred Watt.
Hey, today we're talking to you about the ROG Ally X and, ROG Ally Xbox X, or whatever that's called.
The handheld edition.
Right. ROG Xbox Ally, yeah.
So we're getting into the handhelds of the Xbox. Mike and I don't want to speak for Mike, but I know nothing about this. I don't know the specs. I don't know the price. I don't even know the release date. I'm just going to be commenting on some of the things that I think about it while I'm sipping on this Crown Royal chocolate. And because we're getting into the handheld gaming consoles now. But okay, when we start off, let's just tell what handhelds that we own. I own the Steam Deck, I own the PlayStation Portal, I own the PSP, I own a couple of Game Boy Advance, and then I own the Nintendo Switch, and I own the Nintendo Switch Pro, and I think a couple of other things. Mike, what gaming handhelds do you own? Okay,
so I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. I own the Nintendo Wii, Wii U, excuse me, Wii U, because that was basically a handheld type of thing.
Me too.
The Switch. I did have a Game Gear back in the day, so that was my first ever handheld. First ever colored handheld. I played with the Game Boy. I never actually really owned a Game Boy. Let's see, the Switch Pro, and that's basically it. My stint as far as handheld, going back to like the little Tiger games with the little handhelds that got us into little game, the little Tiger ones.
Oh, we forgot about the little Zelda games that we own.
The Zelda handheld, and I thought I had a Mario handheld as well too.
I got it
right. I don't know.
I don't know. Zelda handheld.
Yeah, so handhelds, are they good? Do people really love them? Like, I like my Switch Pro, Switch 2 handheld. Since playing with the Switch 2 handheld, I don't really go back to the original Switch because the screen is smaller, so I like a bigger screen. I never played the Steam Deck, so it seemed like everybody's going to the handheld market. I do like it as far as the portability. The bad thing about it is the battery life, as far as a lot of these handhelds really don't hold up as far as battery life. You get yourself a solid 2 hours of high playing gaming session. But, you know, it seemed like a lot of people are going this way. The PlayStation 6 is rumored to be a detachable handheld type of device. So I don't know. With this ROG Ally X, you know, the ROG Ally came out in July of last year. I think July or June of last year. I'm sorry, a couple years ago, 2023. But Xbox is getting into the foray of it to be, because they need to piggyback on this handheld boom that's coming around. So everybody's going into the handheld. So I don't know, as far as with the specs of this, is it something really needed? You know, it's going to cost more than the Steam Deck I'm seeing. It looked like $800, but you're going to really pay $800 for a portable handheld? I don't know.
Well, my thing is on this ROG Ally X. I know I'm probably butchering the name of it, but I don't think it's going to be for everybody. As far as you wanting to play your Xbox Live games on the fly. Now, not only will you be able to play your Xbox games, I think that like Steam and Ubisoft, whatever they call themselves, and a couple of other launchers will be able to be on this thing. And I think the only difference from what I'm seeing is a button that's dedicated to bring up the UI for the Xbox portion of it, because they have two different versions of it. And one is a little bit faster than the other, I believe, and one it has a larger capacity than the other. But I think both, if they're anything like the Steam Deck, because I upgraded my Steam Deck to a larger internal storage. It was a small card. I got it around here somewhere, but I was able to update that. But paying all that money with the Steam Deck, you want to know how many times I actually played my Steam Deck, Mike?
I want to say maybe twice.
Yeah, well, yeah, a little bit more than that, like maybe 3 times.
So 3 times.
Actually, I took it out maybe once when I went to Patient First for something. But the way I have it set up now, I just have it docked, and I have it going to the TV, and I have it hooked up on a dock that has 2 external hard drives on it, and I just use that I was using that to play retro games on it. So I didn't take advantage of the power that's inside of I think the only game that I actually played on there was that what was that game? That detective. It was 2 games that came out.
Alan Wake?
Not him. He was a police officer. It's gonna come to me.
Maniac Cop? No, I don't know.
Nah. It was
police officer.
Yeah, he's a police officer. It was set like kind of like the 60s type, the white guy. I forget what the name of that game.
Dick Tracy?
No.
I'm just naming old detective stuff. So
I forget where he went in the chair and he took these shots and you can upgrade your ability. I mean, it was a fun. Yeah, you upgrade your abilities. You sit in this chair and you go through these mirrors and you go through these different levels. But the way that you upgrade your abilities is you sit in this chair and you get all these punctures. I forget what the name of this game is, but that was.
You ain't talking about the Evil Within, are you?
Yeah, that's it. That's that's about the only game that I actually played.
God dirty, man.
On that Steam Deck.
Look, I never beat that one either. Evil Within and Evil Within 2. Both of them are very good games.
Very good games. Very good.
Never played it. Never beat it. Excuse me.
But I'm just wondering. I mean, the price range of this thing, and are people really going to commit to play it? I know people get this stuff, and the numbers are up high, and they was like it's sold out, and it's the most fastest selling. But in practical usage, are people really going to play this thing if they, because the screen is not going to give you what a television can give you, right? It's not going to give you 8K and 60 frames and 120 something hertz. I mean, I'm not sure of that. I may be saying something wrong, but I don't think it's going to give you what your TV and what your Xbox can actually produce, or what your PC can actually put out. And I think they need to look at the cost of this thing to get. If you want to get it in more homes, people are just going to get it because it's the next best thing.
Right.
People are just going to
brand new shiny thing. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm thinking about getting one. I might get one eventually. I am going to get one, but it's depending on if my money going to look funny. You know what I'm saying? But is it really going to be used if you already have yours? I mean, is this going to be a toilet system where you sitting on a crapper and you playing it?
Yeah.
You understand?
Play a little bit like, I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of that stuff. Hey, we're talking on it right now. Your phone is a toilet system. So
yes.
But what I see here as far as so they have the ROG Xbox Ally. This is the the basic one. So they saying price speculating at $599 for the ROG Xbox Ally X. Xbox always like putting the X on the end of everything. And this is going to be supposedly priced at $899. These are not confirmed prices. This is just what people are guesstimating as far as with pricing. And as far as the difference I see basically just by face value is a bigger memory on the Xbox Ally X and storage space.
Mm.
Then the ROG Xbox Ally X is saying it's a Extreme Z2 Extreme AMD Ryzen chip. So instead of the regular AMD Ryzen Z2A or something like that, it's so it just look like storage and memory. One's gonna be a little faster than the other. I'm be like, is that still worth $300 something? You got your more space, your more storage, 1 terabyte, and 512 terabytes of gig space. So you be the judge of that, as far as these little small handheld devices. And remember, this is not going to be like a cartridge-based system. All this is going to be like streaming. Looks like,
Right.
because I don't think there's not going to be no cartridge with it. Is there a cartridge with your Steam Deck?
No.
No, you just download the stuff onto the system, right? So
You
remember,
can insert a micro USB card.
right, but it's not going to be like a cartridge-based
Right.
type of system. So all this stuff is like streaming stuff or things you downloaded up on the system. So
And it's
but
just like if you are able to play off of an external hard drive,
mm-hmm,
one of these like these little Samsung T drives,
mm-hmm.
it's gonna have to you're gonna have to have a case for it, so it's that hard drive is not flopping all over the place. Some little Samsung T drives, I have one over here. Like one of these things right here. If you got one of these, like 2, 3, 4, 5 terabytes, if you can put the game, if you can play games from off of here, that would be great. But again, it goes into this thing dangling somewhere, and I'm just not sure of. I mean, it's just up in the air. We really don't know anything about it because we don't physically have it in our hands, and we haven't physically seen it. We haven't gone to any type of shows to see what it looks like. We're just doing more speculation than anything
Mm-hmm.
else. But I'm just curious. This is going to be in homes. No doubt
Mm-hmm.
about that. This is going to be in homes, right? Everybody's screaming about the Steam Deck. They used to scream about the Steam Deck. My Steam Deck is sitting over here, has not been played in like a year or so. But are people really going to use it instead of just buying it? Are people really going to use it? The debate is not if it's going to get sold out. This thing is probably going to be hard to find due to bots and then everybody buying it up. But when the nostalgia of it goes away, are people really going to use this? Are people actually going to be playing this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the cat on the string thing. With the Nintendo Pro,
Mm-hmm.
I think they've falsifying a lot of stuff that they're saying about this, because they're saying it's this is the last selling out thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the most greatest console. It's the best thing since sliced bread and ever.
Fastest selling console, yeah.
Yeah, and it's so in high demand. If it's so much high in demand, how come when I walk into a Target or a Walmart or J.C. Penney's or a Sears, I can see one in the display shelf. I can see the minimum of 4 of them in the
Well,
display.
probably not Sears though, because Sears ain't around no more. And J.C. Penney's on his last leg, but yeah. But they say, as far as this is the best selling console because was more readily available, so they have more units available when this actual console came out, as well as they had more stuff shipping there. So it wasn't that big, because like PlayStation 5 and Xbox, that launched in a freaking pandemic year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So people did have some funds and stuff for that, but all they had to do was just play games and basically fix up their house.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't really doing anything else. But you have choices now. This console was readily available. That's why this was like the most highest selling. console that came out, or highest moving more units than any other previous console before that, because of how much they had available to consumers to purchase.
And mind you, I got mine not on day 1, not on day 2, and not on day 3,
No,
but
you
I
didn't.
got mine used, and
You're right.
this wasn't one of the ones that was bricked. It was just somebody that said, "Look, I'm pretty much over it." You know what I'm saying? And I was able to
Because
buy
all
it
that
off
came
of
out
them.
was Mario. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one of these things with Mario on it. It was
Yep.
just one of these with Mario Kart on it. But I'm just curious. I'm honestly curious to see how this thing is going to do. I've seen some videos of it. The UI looks great. But we don't have anything physical to actually look at. The prototypes and what they show these people that come out to see these consoles, I guarantee is going to be a dramatic difference when it reaches into people's homes. And is this something that's really wanted? Do we want another console, or do we want handhelds? And then the problem with handhelds is that the battery life, and then people want to dock it so they can then play it on their TV.
Bigger screen, correct.
Why not just come out with another system? I don't know. But
all right. Well, there you go. The ROG Ally, the ROG Xbox Ally. Xbox got to get shorter names with this stuff.
Oh my God.
ROG Xbox Ally X. I hate to see what this new Xbox is going to be called. It's probably going to be called XX.
Xbox XX. And then when kids go get it, they probably get arrested because they think they getting booty movies. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get that XXX Xbox. How old are you, son? Ask what is Xbox XXX. Yeah, let me get that junk. I need it.
And grandparents ain't gonna buy. I'm not buying you no XXXX. Well, grandmothers now are like 42, so they're probably more hipper than.
Yeah, you said grandma's now 42. You ain't lying. You are not lying, brother. You are not lying, man.
Grandma 42. I'm going to the club with you. You better find a babysitter.
That's right. Cause I'm not staying home. Yeah. So, hey y'all, are we closing this thing on out, Fred?
I'm just sipping on the ice. I
Ice from the chocolate, right?
Yeah, that
Crown Royal chocolate, man. Y'all better get some. We're not telling you where it's at till we get a bottle.
No.
But,
Hell no. Hell no. We ain't telling you jack till we get our second bottle. We ain't telling you nothing.
But hey, don't forget we got that Mortal Kombat contest going on. Far as $5 into the tournament, and the grand prize winner is going to get a copy of Mortal Kombat collection, which comes out at the end of the month. So don't forget, $5 have a chance to win. And the more participants we have, the bigger the prize could be. We might add some more stuff to the prizes. So tell people about it, about this contest we got going on, so we can play. And then the winner can win a big prize. So there you go.
Hey, y'all do realize that we're on TikTok now. I got a little buzz from this kind of wood.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. So please go over there and give us a follow, and follow us on all our social media platforms. And we will see you next time on WWTF.
We want the facts.
Game Show.
See you next time. People watch as always. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, y'all.